Hey, Kim Patton here. I just want to pop on so quickly and just give a shout out to this Waiting in Hope book. It's called Waiting in Hope, 31 Reflections for Walking with God Through Infertility. It's by Kelley, Ramsey, and Jenn Hesse. I wish I had had this during my infertility journey. I 100% would have been a better person if I was able to read it and go through some of the devotions in there that had like the journal format, because it would have helped me deal with my own struggles in a really tangible way, like to be able to write it down and to pray specific prayers that they have so beautifully written for you. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I'm not going to get into everything that's in the book. It's an incredible book. They cover three journeys: the emotional, the spiritual, and the relational journey of infertility. So they start with your emotions and they get into the nitty gritty. They don't forget how terrible it is, and they confront that right away. And then they move on to a spiritual response, like praising him anyway is a big thing that they talk about. And then lastly, they talk about how infertility affects our relationships with others, in our marriage, our friends, our family. And they end with just some really practical chapters. There's one written to husbands of, families that are suffering through infertility, and that's really encouraging. It's a beautiful resource. It needs to be in every church, in every library. If you know anyone who is going through this right now, where they are trying to wait in hope but struggling, it's one of the hardest things. I mean, I've been through it, so obviously I know how hard it can be. But I've heard stories of many, many others who just talk about it with such a broken heart. But God redeems the broken, and these authors do an amazing job focusing on the hope in the Lord and how we can shift our perspective. But they are not preachy, and they don't make you feel bad about it. They really encourage you as you walk through this journey to cling on to hope and to cling on to the Lord. So once again, I recommend it wholeheartedly. I give it all the stars. And if you know anyone who is struggling right now, or if you yourself is struggling, please check out the book. If you can't afford it, just reach out to someone who can maybe help you, because it's that important to focus on what you can do during this time to take care of yourself, take care of your soul as you're suffering. So if you have any questions about it specifically for me, I did a podcast episode on my book therapy podcast, so I'll link that below. And I've also written extensively about infertility, and I will link the website to Waiting in Hope in the notes as well. So please don't hesitate to reach out to their ministry or to me, because we are here to help you. And blessings on your journey.